die Verbrennung der Amerikaner.
What is up, my gorgeous mates of YouTube? It's Aussie Marcel here. I had a lot of fun making this video. It is a long one, but before I get into any of that, I just wanted to thank each and every one of you that subscribed to the channel this year, that has left a comment, a thumbs up, a thumbs down, a dislike, whatever. It all actually means the world to me, and I've enjoyed the hell out of making videos this year. Before I started bartending again, before, you know, I really sort of like turned my life around a little bit, making these videos on YouTube sort of kept me focused, kept my mind off a lot of negative stuff that happened earlier in the year. So I just wanted to sincerely let you guys know that your support, all of that, it means the absolute world, and I can't wait to continue doing this into 2023. I love making videos for you guys, and I've built such an amazing community here, and I wouldn't do it without you. So once again, from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much. It means the world. It always will. Love you all. What is up, my gorgeous mates of YouTube? My name is Aussie Marcel, and in today's video, I'm going to be doing my top 10 fragrances of 2022, and I'll also be sharing some honorable mentions and letting you know my fragrance of the day. But before all of that, I am restarting the giveaway for our muffs Les Parfaits Pour Homme. So if you've entered the giveaway, please drop a comment below and re-enter. I've lost the sheet of paper. I'm just going to add all the names to a list on my phone now. Criteria for entry: you've got to be in Australia because international shipping is crazy excessive right now. And you've got to be subscribed to the Aussie Marcel YouTube channel and following the Aussie Marcel Instagram. I plan on being more active on the Instagram, but yeah, if you want to enter, just drop a comment below. I look forward to seeing your entries, guys. And my fragrance of the day is Jean Paul Gaultier's La Mare. It is an iconic 1990 scent, sweet, vanilla-y, amazing for compliments. It's just an iconic scent, and I was talking to a mate about it at work last night. It's just one of those scents that you don't expect it to be as good as it is, but that sort of 90s DNA really needs to make a comeback because it's iconic. Anyways, starting with the honorable mentions. So without further ado, the honorable mentions. Jacques Bogart Signature. This is an old school scent from 1975, and like I said on TikTok, it smells like something a rich single dad in his 40s at Las Vegas, at a Las Vegas casino would wear. It's got that luxurious old school barbershop vibe, very heavy on the cloves. It's got some floral notes here, and once you let it dry down a bit, it's got this really old school leather vibe to it as well. I'm just gonna spray it again because it smells so good. I also sprayed it on my hand earlier. Yeah, that leather really comes forwards once you've let it dry down a bit. People compare this one all the time to Paco Rabanne Pour Homme, and although this is a classic old school men's scent, I much prefer the leathery, peppery, clovey barbershop vibe of Jacques Bogart Signature. Better still, you can pick up a bottle of this for under $30 Australian from eBay. If you don't own it, definitely check this one out, especially if you're a fan of old school scents. And my next honorable mention is something that I haven't covered on the channel yet, and that is Velvet Oud by Latifa. This smells like, where did I spray it? I think I sprayed it, yeah, this hand. This smells like a cross between Tom Ford's Tuscan leather and Tom Ford's ombre leather, but it's quite a bit smokier than both of those. It's a little screechy in the opening, a bit harsh. Once you let it dry down a little bit, it's an incredible smelling fragrance. The leather is rich and luxurious, and also it's got a fruitiness as well, which it shares more in common with the raspberry quality of Tuscan leather. It smells amazing. You can pick this one up for under $70 Australian. If you want a clone, a good quality clone of Tuscan leather or ombre leather, definitely check this one out. Now, I should also let you guys know these fragrances haven't necessarily been released in 2022, although a couple of them have been. This is just a list of fragrances that I've smelled in 2022 for the first time, and they're my favorites of this year. So they're not necessarily new to 2022, but yeah, I just wanted to make that clear before I continue on with the actual top 10. I should also mention that this is in no particular order. So we're going to be starting off with a fragrance that was actually released in 2022, Calvin Klein Eternity Parfum. Also, if you hear some noises in the background, that is my nephew. He is very loud, he is adorable, he is cute as hell, cute as a button, but he is very loud, so apologies for that. Eternity Parfum. This is rich, sweet, and boozy. There is not a person on earth that could dislike the way this one smells, and I won't hear any differently. I'm recommending this fragrance to absolutely everyone, even to women. It smells that good. That boozy note is iconic. If you haven't checked this one out, definitely check it out. You can pick this one up for under $60 Australian from Chemist Warehouse, and you get 100 ml of the fragrance. It is one of the best value fragrances of the year. That rum note, man. I cannot get enough of that sweet rum note. It's just one of those fragrances that, although probably not ideal for the high heat of summer, it's still worth adding in your summer rotation because this will get you monstrous compliments. It's sort of something that you would wear in the same occasions that you would wear Paco Rabanne's 1 million, except it smells about 10 million times better than 1 million. 1 million times better than 1 million. So, Calvin Klein Eternity Parfum, check this one out. Next up is a low-key favorite of mine. It would be in my top 10 for sure. Kyle's Original Musk. This is expensive. You pay $100 Australian for 50 ml of the fragrance, so it is quite pricey. But if you like florals, if you like musky fragrances, definitely check this one out. It's a unisex scent, so it doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman, a they or a them, you will find a place in your collection for Kyle's Original Musk. There aren't a lot of fragrances on the market that blend that sort of clean animalic muskiness and the florals as well as Kyle's Original Musk, and the quality of that really comes across when you're wearing it. It is an amazing fragrance, and I would give it close to a 10 out of 10. It does have a slight old school sort of vibe to it, but it isn't sort of ultra masculine, ultra manly. So if those sorts of Bogart signature-esque alpha male scents don't appeal to you, it's still worth trying out. Definitely check it out as a sample first though, because those musks and florals aren't going to appeal to everyone. Next up is Gucci Guilty Eau de Parfum, the dirty masculine rose of the fragrance world. Every time I wear this, I get compliments for it, especially at work. Performance is incredible, and if you love the smell of rose but think it's too feminine, this is going to be the fragrance to check out. It's better than Gucci Guilty, it's better than Gucci Guilty Love Edition, it's better than Gucci Guilty Black, it's better, is it better than Gucci Guilty Intense? Gucci Guilty Intense has this really dirty patchouli note, and I think I almost prefer that to the rose, but that's neither here nor there. If you want a mass appealing, dark, dirty, masculine rose fragrance, Gucci Guilty Eau de Parfum is the fragrance for you. Like I said, performance is incredible. Price isn't incredible, $140 for 90 ml of the fragrance. So it is on the pricey side, especially as far as my channel is concerned. I love covering the cheaper fragrances here. But if you're just after compliments and you want to smell unique, this is the fragrance for you. I used to hate on Gucci for being such a boring fragrance brand, like Gucci Guilty Black, another powerful compliment pulling fragrance. But there's no denying the mass appealing quality of these. If you don't like the Aventus or the Sauvage DNAs, Gucci is going to be your next best bet for compliments. You're not going to be smelling like every other bloke, and they're relatively affordable, at least in comparison to Sauvage and Aventus. Next up, Prada Amber Pour Homme. This is a warm, spicy, soapy fragrance. It sounds cliche, but it was love at first sniff. I hate the way I phrased that. It was love at first smell, it was love at first whiff. They don't sound any better than anything else, so it was just love at first smell. This is an amazing fragrance. The only thing that really stops this from being a true 10 out of 10 is the performance. You really have to spray this on multiple times, but for that clean, soapy, slightly warm and spicy vibe, this is the fragrance for you. It is about as safe as a fragrance can be. You can wear this in the office, you can wear it on a date, you can wear it, you know, going out to clubs, it doesn't really matter. This is just one of those fragrances that will always have a place in your collection, and you can wear it in any situation. Price, you can get this at Chemist Warehouse for less than $60 Australian, and that is absolutely incredible. Rumors are though that it has been discontinued, so Prada, man the hell up, bring this one back, give it an eau de parfum, re-release the intense version as well. Prada Amber Pour Homme is incredible. It really needs to be brought back if it has been discontinued, because this is one of the 10 best fragrances I've smelt this year. Next up is probably the most hyped fragrance that I've ever seen on the internet, except maybe Sauvage, Dior Homme Intense. This smells powdery, rich, decadent, luxurious. It's got a really potent iris note here, but it doesn't come across as overly lipsticky or feminine either. This could be a signature scent, no problem. It is on the pricey side at over $200 Australian, but what you get for that money is something that is just so utterly likable. And I thought this was the most overrated fragrance release of all time when I first smelt it. I just didn't get it, I didn't understand the hype. But after wearing it a few times, it was quickly, you know, I left it out on my bench. I would wear it before I went to work. I would get compliment after compliment for it. This is just one of those fragrances that I just fell in love with. And it was a completely natural falling in love with, because at first I didn't really like it. Yeah, definitely check this one out. Performance is incredible. The DNA is incredible. The compliments are incredible. The only thing that's not incredible is the price, but it's a small price to pay for a fragrance as top-notch as this. It is an eau de parfum, and I believe with what you're getting for what you pay, it is good value. So Dior Homme Intense makes the cut. Next up is something I didn't expect to add to this list, and it is Ferrari Red. Similar to, I would say, Amber Pour Homme, this is a very soapy, clean fragrance, and the world needs more fragrances like that. It's not exactly masculine, but it's not exactly feminine either. $25 Australian gets you something that stings your eyes. Jeez. Nah, for real though, $25 gets you something that has such a likable DNA. It smells like CK1 if you added a hint more spice and a hint more florals to it. It is, I would say, a unisex scent, so it doesn't matter if you're a bloke, a Sheila, or a they, or a them. This is something worth adding to your collection, especially at the $25 price point. I thought I used to smell some like leathery qualities to this, but as it's oxidized, it's really faded away, and this is just a clean, warm, soapy fragrance. For $25 Australian at Chemist Warehouse, you would be silly not to at least try this one out. Next up, Zadig & Voltaire's Just Rock. If you like fragrances that are dark and have a rock and roll edge, this is going to be one of the fragrances for you. First of all, I love the packaging and the presentation. Probably my favorite presentation and packaging of this year. Think of the vanilla smoky incense quality of Zadig & Voltaire's This Is Him, except replace some of that incense quality with patchouli and you've got a good idea of what this smells like. It's almost got a Middle Eastern quality, but it's so smooth. It's excessively smooth. And for less than $80 Australian, you're getting a 10 out of 10 fragrance. The DNA for this one, I would give a 10 to. It is dark, it is rock and roll, but it has that smoothness from the vanilla, and it's got a smooth patchouli note with it as well. It's incredible. It truly is an incredible scent. It's in my top 10 of all time fragrances, and it's constantly at war with This Is Him over which one I like better. Anyways, what else can I say about this one? If you haven't tried it, check it out as a sample. It's not going to be for everyone, it's that dark, but in my opinion, it is absolutely stunning. It is a stunner. It is a perfect 10. check this one out. Next, we've got Phantom by Paco Rabanne. Well, I didn't expect this. Another unexpected entry. This is similar to some of the 1 million fragrances, but it's also got similarities to a lot of other scents that I've smelt. There is like a thin thread of similarity to Zadig and Voltaire's This Is Him. It's got this vanilla note, it's got this creamy, smoky note as well. It isn't as prominent as it is in This Is Him or Just Rock, but to my nose it smells like, you know, a sort of conglomeration of Paco Rabanne's other scents, a bit of This Is Him, a bit of Just Rock, you know, all sort of brought into one fragrance. This smells absolutely incredible. I want to give it a 10, but I just can't because of the bottle design. So it does get a point removed from the bottle design. Sorry, Paco Rabanne. But as far as compliments go, this is a 10. As far as performance goes, this is a 10. You only need 2 sprays of this and it'll get you through a day, no problem. I've never met anybody that has disliked the way this one smells, and they're always completely blown away when I tell them it's that silly, ridiculous Paco Rabanne fragrance in the robot bottle. If you like vanillas, if you like slightly earthy, creamy, smoky scents, check out Paco Rabanne's Phantom. It is a youthful fragrance, so do keep that in mind. You will be coming across as a little younger with this one, but young blokes and young girls need fragrances just as much as older blokes and older girls. Pricing for this one though is a little high. It's about $120 for 100 ml. So not the most affordable scent, but if you want something that's just a dumb reach that will get you compliments, Phantom is the fragrance for you. Next up is a fragrance by Mancera, Hindu Kush. If you like smoky, herbal, green fragrances, this is the fragrance for you. What I like about Mancera and Montal fragrances is that they have a lot of notes that are really common in Middle Eastern perfumery, but they always come across as smoother and less harsh. This is a cannabis-based fragrance, but it doesn't smell really dirty and disgusting as you would like typically associate with that sort of note. You know, cannabis is one of those notes that you've really got to be careful when you're wearing because you're a little hesitant to come across a certain way. But a fragrance like this, oh, also magnetic cap. It is on the expensive side. It's like 170 Australian, but you get something that performs for over 48 hours. Do not spray this on your clothes. You will never get the scent out of there unless you want to smell like this permanently, in which case, go ahead. But it is rich, luxurious, smoky, herbal, green. And I would also say that it's sort of got a mass appealing quality to it as well, but not in a way like Gucci Guilty Black or Aventus or Bleu de Chanel or Sauvage. This is sort of unique in how mass appealing it is. Every time I've worn it, I've gotten compliments for it, but it's by people that I typically don't hear praise from when wearing compliments. So if you want something a little unique, a little different, Hindu Kush is the fragrance for you. Although I will say about Hindu Kush is that it's probably not ideal for summer. A lot of these scents aren't the ideal summer scents, but I typically lean towards fragrances that are sort of darker and richer and smokier anyway. But obviously wear whatever fragrance you want whenever you want to wear it. But in my opinion, a fragrance like Hindu Kush is not ideal for the summer heat. And finally, we've got Leather Skies by All Saints. I've spoken about this one a few times on the channel already. It's a fresh leather scent and it gets me amazing compliments. Now leather scents you don't typically receive a hell of a lot of compliments for. Leather Skies is an obvious exception to that. Also I would say ombre leather is an exception to that one as well. This is a versatile wearable leather scent and this is something that you could actually pull off in the summertime. Maybe not on a 40-degree day, but 30 degrees and under, comfortably you could pull this one off. It's got this like bright citrus in the opening, but it's also got that like dark, edgy leather note in the base. Performance is incredible. We're talking about 12 hours plus. Price, $125 Australian. So it isn't the most affordable fragrance, but if you want compliments, if you want to smell unique, and if you like rocking darker, edgier fragrances, Leather Skies is going to be the scent for you. I love this one. I love every fragrance that I've mentioned, obviously because it's my top 10. If you've ever worn any of these before, let me know your opinions in the comments below. What are your top 10 fragrances of 2022? I can't wait to hear from you guys. So until my next video, my name is Aussie Marcel. Merry Christmas, guys. Have a happy and safe new year, and I'll catch you guys around.